Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif bin Malek. Today, we would like to present about the project report, which is we pick a theme about investment decision. Firstly, let's move to the introduction. The study has selected the topic of investment decision as a theme for this study. The group members have selected one article that related to investment decision on foreign currency and summarized it later in the study. Besides that, investment decision is one of crucial things for investor when they are investing in any investment instruments. By matching the proper financial resource to the right opportunity, investment decisions are made to generate the highest return for the investor. Then, risk and return are the two crucial financial management factors taken into consideration when making this selection. It is to prevent them from obtaining many losses during the investment. Furthermore, investing in foreign currency also has high risk and high return. Investors need to plan precisely when they want to invest in foreign currency. Based on the topic, the group members have chosen 5 articles related to investment decision on foreign currency. The 5 articles later will be analyzed and summarized to get more understanding about the investment decision on foreign currency.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is AZIZ bin ABDULLAH, meter number 110799. My article is about international evidence on the determinant of foreign exchange rate exposure of multinational corporation. For the background, foreign exchange risk is one of the many business risks faced by modern multinational corporation. There is a considerable survey and anecdotal evidence that foreign exchange risk management has become one of the key factors in the overall financial management. Many surveys indicate that multinational corporations actively manage foreign exchange exposure using a combination of internal and external hedging instruments that is for recent international. However, the fundamental question regarding the impact of foreign exchange rate movement and entrepreneurs change in the firm value remains an answer. So the issue is in this study is related to the use of different regions in this analysis is that the economic characteristics of the countries or regions, particularly in the level of international trade, and the importance of the home currency in international trade may also have an impact on the extent of foreign exchange exposure. So the objective is to examine the link between this stated goal and their foreign exchange exposure. It is related to foreign exchange management that's to provide clear motivation for future research into the diverse impact on firm value caused by anticipated currency movement that's for instance specific causation of imported or exporter to help in understanding the direction of exposure and further evidence for other countries over different time period. Next, for the research methodology, the study is qualitative that have mixing model and external model data. This is based on the study is added to determine underlying pattern in the collected data. For the finding, the study found that the evidence that UK multinational corporation tend to have negative foreign exchange exposure, and the Asia Pacific sample tend to have positive foreign exchange exposure, indicating that the previous US research is not universally applicable. Consistent with the expectation, the extent of the internationalization, the internationalization is significantly positive in explaining the magnitude of the foreign exchange exposure. Again, the evidence is strongest for non-US multinational corporation as the extent of the internationalization has no association with the magnitude of foreign exchange exposure for US multinational corporation. It has a positive role of UK multinational corporation and negative role of Asia Pacific multinational corporation. The different the direction of the impact of UK and Asia Pacific multinational corporation can be partially explained by the difference in financial characteristics of the multinational corporation from each region and the international trade characteristics of the region. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Then let's move to the summary of the second article. The second article title is Financial Information, Globalization and Foreign Investment Decision. First of all, let's look at the background of the study. The background of the study is prior research reveals that the reason investors prefer to invest in their domestic market is due to knowledge asymmetries between local and overseas investors, as well as behavioral biases brought on by lack of familiarity with other markets. The study expects that other things being equal, foreign investment will be greater for nations that employ international accounting standard, because one of the aims of adopting them is to build a high quality international recognized set of accounting standard. Next, let's move to the issue of the study. The issue of the study is the common explanation for why investors prefer to invest in their home markets rather than diversifying their portfolio with foreign assets usually involve information asymmetries between local and foreign investors, difference in the quality of information available between local and domestic markets, and differences in the familiarity of the investment environment. Furthermore, the objective of this study is to investigate the association between the globalization of financial information, specifically defined as the use of international accounting standard and foreign investment decision. In addition, let's move to the research methodology. The study uses quantitative method by using secondary data from the past article. The study collect and merge all data on foreign portfolio equity investment available in the CPIS. Besides that, let's move to the finding of the study. The study found that the results in this paper are consistent with the hypothesis that accounting information is important to foreign portfolio investors in making their investment decision. The results are also consistent with the hypothesis that familiarity of accounting standards is an important determinant of foreign investment decision. This outcome can be explained by the ability of IFRS to eliminate information gaps between domestic and foreign investors and boost foreign investor competence by familiarizing them with the investment environment. Lastly, let's look at the conclusion. In conclusion, accounting information is important to foreign portfolio investors in making their investment decision, and the familiarity of accounting standard is an important determinant of foreign investment decision. These two things are very important for the investor to know when making investment decision on foreign investment. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf Bani, matric number 119004. So let's move to the article 3, investing in emerging stock market. It is worthwhile hedging foreign exchange risk. So the background of the study, the emergence of capital market in developing nations throughout the Far East, Latin America and other regions is a result of the capital market over the process of globalization over the past 10 years. In comparison to other major and emerging economy over the previous 10 years, the United States market share in the security market has decreased. Due to their high yield, they are indicative of fast growth economy and low correlation coefficient. Developing market draw foreign investor based in developed countries. These features offer greater stocks diversification within a larger portfolio, which improve the risk-return trade-off for international investor. So, the issue of this study is investor in developed financial market who want to improve the performance of their portfolio are drawn to the high return in emerging market. Numerous studies have shown the benefit of global diversification stemming from the low correlation between stock return in established and emerging economy, benefit reflected in the risk-return trade-off. The objective of this study is to examine the role of exchange rate risk in determining the benefit from international and diversification. The method that used in this study is quantitative method by using secondary data such as Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ashraf Biani, matric number 119004. So let's move to the article 3, investing in emerging. So let's move to the finding of this study. The finding suggests that investing in emerging market is only profitable for high average individuals due to the negative correlation between the AZIZ rate and stock return when assessed in the local currency of emerging market. They are also suggest that in this type of diversification, currency risk hedging is a subpar policy. For the conclusion, for the study, investing in emerging market has a positive impact on people who are willing to take high risk. However, this study, like previous study, does not take into account the special cost of buying stock in foreign market in general and in emerging market in particular. Those costs are the result of dealing in foreign currency in a distant market at a time difference and subject to foreign regulation and tax rule under a foreign government. The result of ignoring those costs is an overstatement of the gain from international. So let's move to the finding of this study. The finding suggests that
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is IRFAN bin HILAL, matrix number 119085. So today I would like to do a summary of Article 4, which is foreign direct investment decision making, motives for multinational enterprise, study of 8 firms on the emerging economy. So the background of this article is that according to several studies, anticipate that the foreign M&Es will boost employment, export or tax revenue. That some of the knowledge displayed by the foreign companies may filter into the host countries and multi firms. Governments in developing nations have lowered various interest barriers as a result, which also opening new industries to international investment. So the issue from this article is that there is a lot of studies analyzing the foreign direct investment decision-making motives of foreign multinational enterprises. According to the research on the influence of foreign direct investment on the Indian economy and the FDI decision-making processes. Qualitative research that investigate the foreign direct investment decision-making motives from the perspective of the multinational enterprise representative is also limited. So the objective of the study is to explore the variety of foreign direct investment decision-making motives of multinational enterprises which have entered the market in India. The research methodology that used in the study is a qualitative data analysis based on the case studies in order to determine the underlying patterns in the collected qualitative data. Next, for the finding of the article, finding of the study indicate that the multinational enterprise in India uses a few methods of the internalization, such as entry more emphasize the route taken with which to enter the foreign market that is crucial to the success of the organization. And the next is the location of the enterprise, and strategy of the enterprise such as adaptability, long-term strategy, and many more. So the conclusion that I get from the article itself is that the majority of the business executives who participated in the study's interview expressed support for this initiative and confidence that the government initiative will boost both the productivity of India and the corporate at the same time. Economic reforms and the nation's economic expansion have made the Indian market a safe place for foreign direct investment, which has influenced the investment decision.
So for the fifth summary is impact of foreign exchange exposure and Sharia compliance status on Malaysian firm hedging practice. So the background is to research to look at the impact of foreign exchange exposure and Sharia compliance status on enterprise decision to use hedging. The issue is to take an effort to overcome the issue involving the inaccurate foreign exposure measurement by introducing two new measurement of foreign exposure, which is TOT-FCR and NET-FCR, using data reported in firm annual report published by Malaysian firm. The objective of this study to investigating the relationship between foreign exposure and hedging practice among Malaysian non-financial listed enterprise using two new foreign exposure measure. Firm must have an accurate indicator for monitoring foreign exposure because it will determine whether the firm will use hedging. So the research methodology, the study employ a quantitative approach drawing on secondary data from previous article. Panel multiple and multinomial logistic regulation are used on 702 firm year observation from 117 non-financial listed enterprise from 2010 to 2015. The findings suggest that enterprises that do not have enough resource to implement those hedging instruments must employ other methods to reduce total forex risk through natural hedging. Firms should aim to use the same foreign currency when interacting with their foreign commercial partner to optimize matching. For the conclusion, Malaysian enterprises are consistent in disclosing hedging activity, hedging status and total number of hedging instruments utilized, whether others are not.
For the conclusion, from the 5 taken nation dealing with the same problem, namely foreign exchange exposure, which is connected to the currency exchange, the exposure to currency transaction, and to operating risk are a few of the risks that must be managed. Expected cash flow and stock price are involved. This issue is crucial from the industry to take into account. Any organization that conduct global business need to manage foreign exchange risk. Maintaining long-term business ties in a foreign country may help in controlling the exposure. As a result, management has a key role in managing risk so that potential is properly identified and addressed. Last but not least, foreign portfolio investors consider accounting information when making investment decisions. Familiarity with accounting standard plays a significant role in this decision. When deciding whether to invest in foreign company, investors must consider these two factors very carefully. Last, investing in emerging market benefit those who are willing to take a significant risk. This expense as a result of transacting in a foreign currency in a far-off market at a different time and being subject to tax and regulatory law of foreign governance. I think that's all from me.